Hello beautiful people, welcome back. It's been a minute. My name is Zoe, and the past couple days after this full moon I've been feeling these repetitive themes come up, and even though I haven't filmed a video in a while, I felt this was a message that was for a wider collective and wanted to just come on here and talk about that. I feel like the people who are going to be drawn to this video are people who are very multifaceted. You know, you have a lot of interests, a lot of different passions. You really feel like you can kind of do anything, and whatever you put your mind to, you will achieve that, which is such a great, badass thing to be capable of, you know. It could be work-oriented, hobbies, creative, any type of direction, you know. But I'm getting this message that your guides, they love this part of you because it's special and it makes you unique, but it's also you need to narrow in and understand what you want, because they can't back you if you're putting your energy into many different things, you know? It's like you might be questioning why certain things have not progressed in your life, you know? It's like, I'm doing all this stuff, why is it not going anywhere? But it's because they don't know which one to assist you on, because you are just doing, you're doing it all. And this is not to say to drop those hobbies, but it's kind of to take a time to look inward and to understand, okay, you know, also thinking seasonally, we're coming out of winter and we're going into spring. It's like, okay, what's supposed to flourish in my life? What is that main seed I am planting that is going to grow to take me to the next stage of my journey, you know? Because your guide, source, divine, they want to help you. They are here to help you. But if you don't, you know, align your actions with that intention, and is like, you know, you gotta like narrow it in. It's like a funnel. Funnel it in. Can't be scattered, because that's not gonna take you anywhere. You gotta narrow it in like that. And I was feeling called to bring out my Animal Apothecary deck by Cara Elizabeth. Love her and her videos. So I'm just gonna do a little shuffle here and see what comes through. Ooh, whoa, things are falling out. Okay. 2 cards shot out. So let's just see. We got the Tiger. Claim your power. Within all of your gifts, you have this power. And I think because you have all these different passions and ways of expressing and all these things, ooh, it's like popping out. You have, like, that is your power, but it's also like, how can I utilize that energy that I'm putting into all these things to like uphold you, because you have an unknown gift. And I'm feeling that that unknown gift is going to come when you narrow it in. Once you really stick with something and put all your energy into that one thing and like progress it, that is when the unknown gift is coming. Claim it. You have this power, you can see it. I'm doing all this stuff, I'm good at all these things, but it's like, okay, what thing am I really gonna like choose to fucking work on and go with? And then you're whoa. Yes. Yes. Unknown gift. Literally chirping, and my voice was like, yeah, that's just confirmation right there. I love how these, like, I haven't done like a reading video in a while, but I always love doing them because just, you know, I have like a brief intention of what I'm going into, but then like spirit comes through, my guides. They just do it. Oh my god, things are just keep popping out. Magnetism through gratitude. We got the turkey. You have to express your gratitude and be grateful. If you aren't expressing gratitude for what you're working on, why would your spirit team help you? Because if you're just like keep pouting all the time, why me, why is nothing working out for me? I want this, but you're not being like, I'm so grateful for where I am right now. Like, this is all I need. And being content with what you need, not needing anything, that's what brings in more into your life. And the turkey represents, you know, like Thanksgiving and being really grateful. So we love her. And I really like the magnet because it's so true. When you are at magnetism, when you're like in your energy, that like, you know, brings in all that opportunity, people, everything that's meant for you comes in, but it also repels everything that is not meant for you in your path. Of course, you need to have discernment because sometimes there's little like tests that come into your life that seem all shiny and beautiful, but that's not meant for you. But you know how like a magnet, when something's magnetic, obviously it goes together, but if it's like, I think it's another magnet or like this other material, it like literally does not, it like repels it away, you know? Things like that. Understand your frequency because it will come. Narrow your power in and then it will come. I'm doing a lot of hand motions today. Because the next card that came out, you're about to shine. Oh my god, wait, what is this animal? Just like an... Oh my god, wait, is that hedgehog? Wait, I'm gonna look it up in the card decks. I actually don't know this animal and I feel like that's important. 26. Armadillo! How cute! Little armadillo! Wait, let's just read this one because this is kind of a long one. I'm just gonna do a quick read through. Okay, do you know what? I feel like we need to understand armadillo right now. You are about to shine, armadillo. Just as we see armadillo wearing an armor of scales, this reinforces the idea of going inward. The inward work is exactly what allows us to shine outward. This inner completion leads to our more brilliant inner light that will eventually be witnessed and felt by all. Armadillo says that what you have to offer will be recognized. Do not be bogged down with how and when. Do not be led by outside validation. Instead, be led by the greater consciousness you were created from. Tell me that isn't so aligned with all this. Oh my gosh. We connect to our inner light when we connect to source that creates us. Armadillo's medicine asks you to create a very intimate relationship with what you create, which words? With that which created you. Connecting to source. You know, even armadillos with that candle. Prayer. Light that candle and express your gratitude. Express your intentions. Claim your power. And you'll be on your way. You'll be asked to level up in your daily prayers. Like I just said. Create a dialogue with life. I really like how, you know, your inner narrative dictates your whole entire life. So just try to also keep track. Like, what is that inner voice saying throughout my day? Is it hyping you up? Or is it tearing you down? Because if it's not working in your favor, I'm having a lot of like hiccups right now. And that's just like, I know it's a sign to just, this is important. Watch your inner dialogue because it should be working in your favor, you know? That higher thought pattern is like your higher self coming through. So be aware of that. Drop all your wants and desires and create an intense conversation with the great mystery about receiving guidance to do what you were created to do. We all have special gifts. That lies dormant within us, waiting to actualize. In this moment of deep connection with the great mystery, a mysterious energy begins to attract our gift. This conversation and prayer you create needs to feel very real. Prayer does not need to look one specific way. It is intimate communion with that which you were created from. And this is so true. I feel like even sometimes when I like talk about like my certain practices, that doesn't resonate with people who I share it with. And that's okay, you know? And vice versa. Maybe they do something that I'm like, I don't know, it doesn't really feel right to me. And that's okay. Everyone needs to figure out what works for them. And I feel like the beauty of finding your spiritual practice and everything is experimenting with different types of like methods and tools and like even like with cleansing, different cleansing techniques, all that kind of stuff. You know, figure out what excites you and then keep riding that wave. If it doesn't excite you, like what's the point of doing it, you know? Start speaking to life. If you created this intense and mysterious, mystical relationship with life daily, you will begin to witness yourself unlocking all your gifts. Life speaks back to those who speak to it. This is so true. I feel like I'm always just like in my little like magical wonderland, even in the most like mundane situations. And sometimes like people be looking at me like, what? And I'm just like, why not? Why not? Have fun. Why not have fun with life? You live once, and yeah, have fun with life and flirt with it. I watched, what was it? Florence Givens, her podcast, one of her episodes was like, flirt with life. I love that one. And it's so true. If you flirt with life, it will flirt back. And like noticing the details throughout our day and like being so grateful. Even if like a bird lands on like a bench near you, look at that bird and acknowledge it. Talk to it. And you'll get that love back. What you put out truly is what you get in return. But it's our job to start the conversation. You might not receive an answer right away, but it will come to you with full force in the perfect way at the right time. Armadillo's medicine says that you are about to be seen, heard, felt, witnessed, understood, and recognized. It is coming for you. You are about to shine so brightly, but now it is before the time where you must ignite your gift of light through going inward and channeling the universe. It all connects. I'm gonna do one more card. Tame and attain. Have balance and discipline, which connects to this whole thing about choosing that path to really go down. You need to have discipline. And even just like your routines in your day, every single thing, even the smallest little things you do, that creates a lifestyle. That creates this frequency of which you're living. Like for me, if I go to the gym at least 3 times a week, I feel so good about myself and I feel like so in my energy. And, you know, of course life happens and sometimes it doesn't work out that way, but it's like making that time to do the things that make you feel good. It takes discipline, you know? And I think this is really a great last card for this whole entire reading is just, like I said in the beginning too, This is not about disregarding your other interests and passions. It's just about choosing what you want to build on. Those can still be a part of your life. I'm sorry, I keep looking at my viewfinder. Those can still be in your life, but in order for divine and the universe to have your back, you need to really understand what is that thing you really want to pursue in life, because that's when, like, you don't fully know it yet, but your unknown gift will be there waiting for you once you just narrow it in. Narrow it in. And be grateful. And if you don't know, it's okay to ask. That is all about what Armadillo is saying. Look inward. Take time to meditate, journal, use any type of deviation device like cards, pendulum, tarot, oracle, there's answers waiting for you, but you need to ask. You need to start the conversation first. Claim your power, because you are so powerful. You wouldn't have clicked on this video if you didn't think you were meant for something so great, Like, all of this makes up you. And at the end of the day, just have discipline in yourself. Tame and tame. Like, you'll get there. You will get there. I think this is a great way to end the video. I feel really good about this whole reading. Definitely spoke to me as well on my journey. It always feels really nice to come on here and just share these messages. I personally go on and find other people's readings online, so being able to provide my own wisdom to people really feels good, even if it just reaches one person. So, hope you guys have a lovely, wonderful day. I'm sending you all peace and love. Goodbye.